Hi.
Welcome to the guide.
I'm Will.
I'm Yo. I was trying for like a little more low key. I don't know why.
Well, I think if we had some big red velvet chairs to be sitting in,
it'd be like
today we're going to discuss some hobbits.
Some hobbits. The life of a hobbit. Concerning hobbits. Yeah, actually, no, we're not quite that classy, so sorry.
Yeah.
But we do have a lot to cover today, and we're going to start off with a new Man of Steel trailer. Did you get a chance to see that?
Yeah, it looks action-packed.
It does. You know,
Yeah.
like, okay, only thing I'll say about it, I'm glad it looks like Superman's actually going to have something to punch for a change. Because you see General Zod, and it looks like it's going to have some Superman-y type action as opposed to just like him fighting Lex Luthor, which, you know, he can never really fight Lex Luthor because he could break him.
I don't want to watch Smallville over again in the theater. So
anyway, check out the Man of Steel trailer at our website, gameandmovieguide.com. Also, when you go there, we've had a lot of coverage from The Hobbit. We've talked a lot about the 48 frames per second, about why they're taking one book and turning it into 3 movies. We've talked with Andy Serkis about being Gollum again. And, of course, we have a review of the movie there. And, you know, I've been telling people, like, my brief review, it's good, not great. And people are like, oh, great, so it's bad? Like, no. I said it's good. It's just not quite as great as the original trailer. Oh, so it's awful. Well, great. Now I'm bummed.
Because it's The Hobbit, there's huge expectations from everybody.
And it's a good movie. Your expectations will be satisfied. It's good. It's just not quite as great as Lord of the Rings. You can read all the reasons why at our website, gameandmovieguide.com. And the reason we kind of blew through all of that stuff is because we wanted to get to something we want to discuss in depth as we talk about the WiiU, the first Christmas season for the WiiU. It's just launched. Should you put a WiiU under the Christmas tree? And that's going to be what we're going to talk about for the rest of the program here, because I think that's an important decision a lot of people are facing.
Yeah, and a lot of people were worried about whether or not Wii U was actually going to be available in time for Christmas, and Nintendo was kind of toying, but it looks like they've released as much as necessary.
Yeah, you know, if people want an HD console, they're not going to wait for the Wii U to be in stock. They don't care how popular it is. They want to get something for their kids and put it on the tree. So it seems like Nintendo is aware of that. You know, even talking with the guys at GameStop, they've said their shipments have come in a lot quicker than they anticipated, and there's been more than they've anticipated. And you've seen it on store shelves when you've been out and about. Yeah,
I've seen it in supermarkets, so I think it's pretty much everywhere.
Right next to the fresh produce. So yeah, it's been around. Now, that's not to say it's going to be guaranteed to be there right up until like Christmas Eve if you do your shopping on Christmas Eve. But it looks like it'll be plentiful. So the question is, should that be the one people buy?
Well, there is a lot of potential with the Wii U,
and that's what you're buying. I mean, this is just like the 3DS. What you're buying is the potential of the Wii U.
Yeah, Nintendo has released these things like Nintendo TV that are, you know, in the future when they sync up with the Wii U are going to be awesome.
Yeah, they're going to be great.
But, I mean, when exactly is all that going to work?
Well, some of that has come into play now. You know, a lot of that stuff, when they launched, it wasn't ready, but moving through December, some of that functionality, like the Miiverse, the Wara Wara Plaza, Nintendo TV, all that has come online as we've moved through December. So it's getting a lot more of its functionality quicker than, say, like the 3DS did.
Yeah.
So that functionality is there. But again, there's the potential of it. And the games, as is typical with a new console, the games don't quite fully take advantage of what the Wii U is potentially capable of.
Right, with such a unique new system, they're going to have to make games coordinated specifically for it. I mean, you can throw Black Ops onto the Wii U and it'll be fun, but it's not going to be using it to its full potential as a gaming console.
Right. I mean, here's the thing. All the ports that have been put on it, like Batman and Black Ops and Assassin's Creed 3, they've all been great ports. You know, they've gotten great review scores. People like them on the Wii U. There's not a lot that sets them apart. However, with the gamepad functionality, they don't quite incorporate it as well as they could. There's potential there. I mean, I think the best thing so far is the way Black Ops allows split screen. One person plays on the TV screen, one person plays on the gamepad. That's a great implementation of the technology, but there's not a lot out there aside from Nintendo Land, which really isn't quite the same as like Wii Sports was, but it's serving that purpose well. Nintendo Land shows what the gamepad could do in minigame form, but there aren't any full games that really take advantage of it yet.
Now, well, how do you feel about there's two different bundles of the Wii U.
Right.
There's the 300 and the 350.
Right.
Now, which one do you think is really worth it if you're going into the Wii U market?
Hands down, the deluxe bundle is the way to go. It's only $50 more than the basic bundle, but you get Nintendo Land thrown in, which is $60 separately. So right there is your $50 difference. Yeah. Plus, you get the HDMI cable. You get a charger station for the controller, for the gamepad controller. You get digital content bonuses. Like if you buy things digitally, you'll get discounts on that as a part of buying things digitally. You get more storage space. You get the 32 gigs as opposed to the 8. And so there's a lot of reasons why that makes way more sense.
Yeah, I'm still surprised that their deluxe bundle only goes up to 32 gigs as far as storage space.
But the plus side of that is Nintendo, there's several USB ports, and it's easy to expand the memory. You can put in any sort of external memory storage device, and they've made that easy. So expanding the memory, not a big deal. I agree. It's weird that there's not more storage included, but at least Nintendo's made it easy, unlike like Xbox.
Yeah, they're not going to make you buy a $200 hard drive.
Exactly. You don't have any of that going on. You can just plug one in, problem solved. So that's not quite as big of a deal as we thought it could have been.
Definitely.
And then, the games overall have been reviewed really, really well. New Super Mario Brothers Wii U, of course, the main launch title, it's been received really, really well. You have things like Nintendo Land, which surprised a lot of people, and a lot of people really enjoy what it has, and it's a lot more has a lot more depth than people thought it would, and it certainly helps you engage in new ways in gaming when you have friends over. And then like the ports have scored well, and you got Scribblenauts Unlimited, which does make pretty good use of the gamepad. So it has a strong launch lineup. It has a lot of potential. It has some great applications with Nintendo TV and whatnot. So there's a lot there that makes it exciting and promising. Here's my one reservation. That was all true with the 3DS, and here we are a year later, and I'm still waiting for that potential to be fulfilled.
And still waiting for some games that were promised in the launch window that have just disappeared.
And I'm a little worried that they delayed Pikmin 3.
Yeah.
So, all that in consideration, and that's just like a brief overview, all of that in consideration with the Wii U, do you think the Wii U is worth putting underneath the Christmas tree?
Oh man, it's a tough call. I think. I think if you're gonna be doing a lot of family multiplayer gaming in that kind of situation, the Wii U, you can get a lot of use out of it.
Right.
But as far as me, as more often than not a single gamer, I'll stick with the 360.
Right. And I agree. I think your assessment is spot on. Like, I have a family. They love playing on the Wii. We love playing games together. We actually enjoy each other's company. So this is going to be fun for the family.
Yeah.
I'm a Nintendo fan. Not like a hardcore fan to the exclusion of all others, but I like what Nintendo does. I like their unique approach to things.
Definitely.
So I believe in the potential of the Wii U. I actually think there's probably more potential with this than there was with the 3DS, because 3D was kind of a fad and an uncertain one. The gamepad, also uncertain, but I think it has more promise. And so I'm doubling down on my bet that Nintendo knows what they're doing, and I think it'll pay off in the next year or so. And I won't be sitting here next year going, man, I wish those games would come out and show me what the gamepad is capable of.
I'm really glad we have this on tape, just in case next year comes around.
Recorded. So I think the Wii U is a worthy thing to put underneath the Christmas tree, but just know you're buying into potential. It's not delivering as of yet, but it is promising.
Yeah, you're gonna have some fun, of course, when you open it up and you get going, but to fulfill everything that the Wii U is capable of, you're going to have to give it some time.
Yeah, it still has a ways to go. So that's our assessment on the Wii U for Christmas, and we got more of that for you at GameAndMovieGuide.com. Also, keep up with us on social media.
Yeah, if you're on Facebook, it's Facebook.com/GameAndMovieGuide. We've got the Google+, the Twitter, and if you're at our homepage, GameAndMovieGuide.com, make sure you scroll to the bottom, check out the donate button. $5 keeps this kind of thing going.
Yeah, and
we need your help.
We appreciate. I've had some people come up to me and just hand me $5 bills, and like, we appreciate the guide. We want to keep it going. We appreciate that, and we want to do more of this for you in 2013. But we can't do that without your support. All we're asking is $5. Give it one time on a monthly basis, but help us out, and we'll do more for you in 2013. Again, check it out, GameAndMovieGuide.com. And Merry Early Christmas, all you Wii U owners. That's tough to say.
Wii U owners.
Wii U owners. We're done.